So how to get gold in this game? I will try to explain everything since gold is required almost for everything in this game. So the first thing is actually by going to shop, and of course if you go to special, every day once you log in you just get a free 5k. And actually there is another thing that is really good, which is in growth support. You can buy this one here. They give you 100,000 gold for only 500 of these, and also plus 3 hours of gold. That also can give you a lot of gold. Let me buy this one. By the way, this one is really great at the beginning, but don't buy it a lot because of course it's consume your crystal and you might need it in other stuff. So I just, like, if you want to push a little bit yourself, using 1k or 2k of these is not a big deal. So I think this will be a really good one. And now let's go to our backpack and check those. By the way, if you don't really need the gold now, you can keep those because this one is increased by time. You will notice that the amount of gold you get is different from tier to tier. So every time your tier goes up, by the way, your tier goes up once you level up Geno. So every time you level up Geno, this tier will goes up and the amount of gold you get per minute is increased. So this amount of gold will be increased as well. But remember, if you want the gold now, just use it. If you don't, just keep it until you actually need it, okay? So I think 100k is great. The second most efficient way if you want to get gold is by selling artifact. You can go by pressing here, then go to artifact. Of course, selling artifact can give you a lot of gold. You just need to check every single artifact you had, and if you find a useless one that you are not actually gonna use for your hero, for Geno, or for any of your hunter, because normally you will focus on 3 hunter at the beginning, you can sell those and get better one later. Because as you can see, selling like the epic one give you 1,100 gold. Selling the legendary one can give you 1,200 gold. So this is a lot of gold, considering if you sell like maybe a bunch of these. As you can see, if I sold all the legendary, I will get 21,000. Of course, I will not do that because there is some of these legendary that I need. So I think the most efficient way is just to sell the rare and common that you will get. Normally, I sell them because as you can see, I don't have any of these. And I just sell them directly once I get them because I already have a really good stat on my Geno. Of course, if you don't have a good stat on your Geno already, just make sure, as you can see, I already have some rares and even a legendary one that I am using currently. And because these rare had a crit rate, that's why I kept them. But later, I will change this rare into epic or legendary one. Then I will, of course, sell this rare or give them at least to another hunter. So that's how it works. Normally check every single one and sell the one that you don't need. Of course, if you don't want, or if you have too many artifacts, you can select all by pressing here, then press select all, and you choose which type of artifact you want to sell. Most likely you go for common or rare, and also the level of the artifact, because as you can see, this artifact is 55, this one is 50. I have like this one, this is the only one I have, which is 25. I can select it by pressing here and choose the level of the artifact. If I go to 25, then choose the enhancement level like to 20 or something. As you can see, the selected quantity is 1. If I press select all, it will select this one only. So this one will be faster way if you want to sell a lot of artifact, but make sure to check every single one if you have a legendary or epic one, because you might need later for Geno or your hunter. So don't regret by selling them, because you will not be able to get your gold back. You get your items back, I mean. Of course, if you want to farm these artifacts, the best way and the most efficient way to farm these artifacts is by actually playing this game mode, which is there are 2 game modes, the Encore missions and the Instance Dungeon. So the Encore mission can give you a lot of artifact. As long as you are progress more, you will get actually the legendary one more. So as long as you go higher tier, the legendary have higher chance. So I also recommend buying some of these keys, but don't buy it for gold unless you need it for a challenge. So I mean crystal, sorry. So don't buy it for crystal unless you needed these keys for the challenge. I recommend buying it from the shop. So if you go to shop and you go to exchange shop, you can actually buy some of these crystal for mana exchange. By the way, this mana, you can farm a lot of it from other stuff. I'm going to talk about how to farm mana in another video, but believe me, getting these keys every day easily. So I most likely every day I buy these 4 keys just to increase the amount of artifact I get, because I need to get, as you saw, I'm only using rare on Geno, and I'm trying to get the legendary one. So I'm trying to buy more keys. That will also benefit me. If I got a useless one, I will just sell them, so I get also more gold. So this is a really good way to get gold. Of course, there is a lot of other stuff that might give you gold, and I will try to cover all of them now in the video. Maybe you missed one or two. So the first one, of course, is doing the challenges, and you should always focus on doing your challenges. The only challenge that stopped me now is chapter 12, because I need to level up Geno to 50. But other than that, make sure to complete all the quests. Even if the quest required to clear in core missions 10 times, just make sure to buy more keys and complete those in a single day. Because as long as you progress more in these chapters, you will get actually this 10 draw ticket, and also you will get a lot of other gold and other material that you might need to increase your power faster. So I think focusing on doing the challenges is the most efficient way if you want to progress faster in this game. And also, guys, doing your daily quest is a really great way to get gold. As you can see, the first daily quest that you complete is giving you 25,000 gold, and this is a lot, and you're gonna need it, of course, to progress more. Also, every time you increase your power, and once you unlock the battle tier, once you increase your power, you will be able to get more gold every time you reach a certain amount of power. And of course, this is great because normally you just get a free gold for doing literally nothing, because in any way I will increase my power. Also, guys, playing the gates that is legendary is one of the best ways if you want to get high amount of gold. So normally I will focus on doing a legendary dungeon and not a normal dungeon. So don't waste your time in these dungeons, because literally they give nothing. And you have also you only 12 keys per day. So I recommend always to rescan every 5 minutes, so until you get a legendary one and use it. Of course, if you have time to play the entire day. If you don't have time, then it doesn't matter any longer, and just use it on any gate. But if you have time to play, I think the best way is using a legendary one, because it gives you 6,000 gold every legendary one. So imagine I have 12 keys. Just multiply 12 keys x 6,000 to 7,000 gold. That's a lot of gold. That's almost 800 or something. I didn't do the math, but that's a lot of gold. So I've required always search for a legendary gate. And of course, guys, don't forget, once you clear a gate like this one, just make sure to go to your mining and start the mining on that gate. By the way, every time you do mining, the mining team will increase its level, and as long as you go higher in level, the amount of gold acquired will increase. As you can see, I get bonus 8% gold. So that's awesome addition. And of course, you can increase your power greatly by buying some of these keys. I don't really recommend buying a lot, just maybe 3 per day or something. That's the max amount you go per day. Unless you need it for the challenges, as I said before, you might buy a little bit more. But normally, just don't waste a lot of these. Try to keep at least 10,000 with you, just in case if you need it later for anything else. So above that, you can try a little bit to buy more keys, just to increase your mining level and the amount of gold earning you get per day. And finally, guys, participating in all the season stuff related to Battlefield and Power of Destruction can give you really good amount of gold if you place in a really high rank. So let's say I want to go into Power of Destruction. As you can see, if by placing on ranking, you will notice that actually if you did a certain record, you will get these free items, and also here in the previous group record, you can get some gold, which is 17,000. Literally for doing this raid once or something, you will be able to get that gold. And also if you rank up here, I normally get 2 million power, so I get 20,000 gold for free. So that's really great. And also if you, participate in that season stuff, every time you do a certain record, and as you can see, I got these rewards already. I got 10,000, I got like 15,000, 25,000 in total gold. That's not a bad amount, especially as you saw, we need a lot of gold. So every tiny bit of amount, that will be awesome. And also, if you check here the rewards at the end, most likely there will be some gold in the rewards, which is great. As you can see, I am top 20 currently. I'm not really like have a high score, and I am almost free to play player. I didn't pay, I only paid $10 so far in this game. So yeah, I am just in top 20, and of course top 20 will give me this one, and of course the most important, this one, Trace of Shadow. I think you know why we need Trace of Shadows. So this is awesome way to actually farm Trace of Shadow. So I think you should actually participate in these events and try to get the best timer. I have 2 minutes 50 seconds. I might get better now because I'm higher power, and I will try it later. Maybe I can place in top 10 or something, so I get higher gold and higher Trace of Shadow. So I think that was the end of the video. If this video helped you, make sure to subscribe and leave a like on that video. I will try to do more videos about this game in the future. My mini channel is about Fortnite, but also I can help with other games. Thanks guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye.